pretty down and kind of like garbage lately, and just wearing my pajamas and shit. So I thought I would make some garbage content for you, my friends, where we just like hang out and shit. But first I'm going to change just a little tiny bit so future Cindy doesn't like freak out at me quite so much. I'll be right back. Did that work? What even is editing? Like, slightly less terrible. Brushed my hair, did shit to my face. You know, usual. Right, so I like this t-shirt. I think I got it from the dollar store. I actually got it, fun fact, for my abusive ex-boyfriend, but he never really liked it that much, I guess, and I always thought it was cute, and it's mine again now, so her. Just hanging out with bats. I think I got it at Halloween. Yeah, at the dollar store for like $3 or $4, and that always makes me feel a little bit cute. Oh, I just realized there's like a coffee stain on the counter over here. So, first off, I'll let you know I actually live with 2 roommates, 2.5 if you count the cat. She might be like zooming around here. I know, important information first. The cat's name is Vesta. She is a calico. She's a very sweet girl. Also, that like trickling water noise that's always in the back of all of my videos is her water dish that's like got a recycling water pump in it so that it's, you know, maximum freshness for the princess. Let's see, what should the first order of business be? I think I'm going to microwave the coffee I made earlier because I haven't actually drunk it yet because I was busy deciding I was going to do this nonsense, and maybe like get a little cozier. Oh geez, yeah, ignore that. Get a little cozier with my sweater and shit. I just dropped my ring light on the ground. Also, dollar store. It's pretty good. The lighting here is usually kind of halfway decent, so I don't think I need it that much. I mean, it doesn't quite do that like ring light thing where it like goes around your irises and stuff. This is all the tea in the world. I mean, it's still a little warm. That is probably way too much. Jesus. The mailman just came by earlier and dropped off some mail, and I think that was like the mail slot clicking. Yeah. There. Double mail slot for extra warmth because, you know, Canada. I currently have some beans. Me and my homies up at 3 a.m. looking for beans. It looks hot, and I was maybe gonna make them, but it's like soak overnight, so I'm just gonna soak it in the pot overnight, and maybe there will be food for tomorrow, Cindy, because I've been feeling really just blah. I don't know if it's the weather. I mean, it's probably the weather. The weather is making me feel unmotivated, and being unmotivated is making me not do the things that I either want to do or need to do, and not doing those things is making me feel like a piece of crap. Anyway, distraction. Let's put some nice cream into this coffee. I haven't really eaten today. I sort of want to fast because last night I was feeling sorry for myself and made myself like a really pretty nice dinner actually, which I don't usually do. Like, I used to be a chef. I used to cook all the time. And I really enjoyed it, but now that I'm like a single person again, and I've been single for a while, I'm just sort of dialing it in when it comes to cooking, not making anything like too fancy. That wasn't too distracting, right? That might have been. Anyway, let's bring this over here with us. So, last night I made myself like a big fancy sort of dinner with like a roasted eggplant, Chinese eggplant. I'm never going back. I love Chinese eggplant more than any other kind of eggplant. And Asian cucumber salad with like garlic and fresh garlic, soy sauce, sesame oil. You can put spicy stuff in it, but I forgot to put it in it last night. Just like some salam alambic. I apologize right now if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And then Korean yam starch noodles, the glass noodles. They're really good. They're really bouncy and delicious. And I put like butter, soy sauce, little dark soy sauce, fresh garlic, sesame oil, and lube. And I also had like a beet and kale salad. Oh, and fried eggs. And I had some leftover chicken skin and I fried that up crispy like bacon, which is 10 out of 10. I cannot recommend crispy fried chicken skin highly enough. It's so really good. You can do it raw, which is fine. It's a little bit more like sparky and dangerous when you're frying it. And you kind of got to season it a little bit. But this was from like a cooked chicken with, you know, like the floppy sort of skin that's not crispy and fun. Put it in the frying pan, and then like the fat renders out and it gets crispy and it gets happy, and then it's already seasoned from the cooking process, and you don't have to worry about cooking it or it being raw. You're just crisping it up and making it happy and good. I took pictures. I might splice some in here. Editing? Cindy? Hello? Anyway, and then I was still, I mean, I'm glad I got up and made that dinner for myself, but it didn't really make me happy so much as I just felt like sad and full instead of sad and empty. And then I thought I live really close to the grocery store, so I like went to the grocery store at like 10:40 and they close at 11 to pick up some ice cream, and I'm like, it's cool. You're gonna get yourself ice cream. It's probably hormonal sadness, who knows? And I ended up just coming back with yogurt because I felt still too guilty to actually buy and eat ice cream because I worry about that kind of stuff. I don't really pause in my speech that often, but I'm trying to, I guess, pause and elongate those vowels instead of going or I don't know how that's going. Anyway, this is all a distraction for the fact that I should probably be doing something else with my time, and I'm not doing that. Just chasing the dopamine instead. Anyway, give me 1 second. I'm gonna mount you on the tripod so I don't have to hold you up, and then we can settle into doing something else. Uno momento. Whoop whoop. I accidentally exited out of the program instead of just pausing, but you probably won't be able to tell. I has my coffee out of my signature tea mug. This was a gift from a friend, actually, but it's, other than the black, it's really not anything I would ever kind of like or enjoy. It's not my style. I've never been into Alice in Wonderland. Just the black is kind of me because, like, mostly I wear black. And it's from a friend who kind of, like, sort of through no fault of her own, but because of misinformation, really, like, hurt me one time. We're sort of, like, back on good terms, but we're not really close like we used to be. I almost got rid of this mug, like, a whole bunch of times because I have way too much stuff and I need to edit my stuff down. And that's actually, like, a video I've been considering making for so long. It's just, like, bringing you guys along with me while I go and clean shit or organize and pare down, because I really, 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 really struggle with that for a lot of reasons, but probably the main one is sort of like ADHD, dopamine, lack of motivation reasons, and then also I guess I'm kind of lonely. Most of my life I've kind of lived with partners, and I'm used to having someone there. Not that I was that much more functional back when I had partners, but I've kind of figured certain parts of my life out, but other parts I'm still struggling with. And maybe bringing you guys along, even though it is so fucking embarrassing and just so much, like, shame, embarrassment feelings come up showing you the before versus the after. It might be good motivation to actually bite the bullet and do it, and, like, maybe do it in sections. Anyway, that's a future video idea, maybe. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm just chasing the dopamine, I guess, and trying to make it feel like I'm being productive. Well, not really being productive. I mean, it's kind of good practice if I ever do anything, any public speaking or performances. You know, it's good to get comfortable speaking into the camera. I certainly have gotten a ton more comfortable doing it since I started uploading compared to now. Speaking of which, I'm going to need a little bit of this bad boy because I realized that I haven't updated my imperfect reading series for a while, and I'm going to practice with you for 1 second and then stop, record the actual video, and then come back to this one. That sounds like a plan, right? Hydrogen, helium. For a while I had these memorized pretty good. It was like hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, potassium, calcium, vanadium. Yeah, kind of starting to screw it up, but I had it, like, memorized up to 42 for a while. Earlier I was kind of distracted too because, like, somebody sent me a text message. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. I think we're on lithium. I think. Oh, last time I had a two-part on hydrogen, which was, like, sort of weird because helium. Did I do helium? I did a two-part on hydrogen, I think, because, like, the page was actually, like, it wasn't even glued together, like, it had not been cut. So this whole page right here, this edge hadn't been cut. So there I am, like, reading, and in the middle of it, I'm like, okay, hold on, we're gonna do surgery and cut this bad boy open. I think it's helium. Otherwise, it's lithium. Yeah, I vaguely remember doing this. If not, I will be recording these out of order and doing another one. I'll check. Alright. The picture. Ooh. Lithium is crazy. I haven't read this yet, but like, I'm just already going to tell you right now, lithium is a wild, element. We take it internally, we put it in our batteries, and Lord knows it does all kinds of other wild things. So, this is from The Secret Lives of Elements by Catherine Harkup. Lithium, the tranquilizer. In 1929, Charles Leper Grigg introduced a new health drink to the world. Despite the considerable hindrance of an unwieldy name, bib label lithiated lemon lime soda, and launching 2 weeks before the Wall Street crash. Bottles of Grigg's new beverage sold well. The name was soon shortened up to 7-Up. Oh shit, really? This is why I need to do like a pre-take. 7-Up lithiated lemon soda, and by 1936 was just plain 7-Up. Theories about the drink's name abound. A few people thought it was because 7-Up has a pH of 7, but it does not and never did. Other sources say it was due to the 7 ingredients that went into Grigg's refreshing drink, but the chemists prefer to believe it's a reference to one of the original ingredients, lithium, with its mass number of 7. Grigg's choice of lithium was deliberate, tapping into the patent medicine market that was popular at the time. He originally promoted the drink as a hangover cure, though its efficacy in this regard is doubtful. The health benefits of lithium salts had been touted for decades. In the late 19th century, spa towns had grown up around wells that contained lithiated water. Anecdotes of the water curing everything from dementia to rheumatism sent people flocking to swallow it and bathe in it. Grigg was jumping on an already overloaded bandwagon. Tiny amounts of lithium are naturally present in our bodies simply because it's present in our environment. It's a group 1 metal, like sodium and potassium, and they all have similar chemistry. When scientists found that the excess sodium contributed to hypertension and heart disease, doctors prescribed lithium salts in place of the sodium salt normally added to our food. Lithium was also found to dissolve crystals of uric acid that caused the excruciatingly painful attacks associated with gout, and thus more lithium prescriptions were written. There is like 1, 2, 3, 4 more chapters, and I feel like I might be boring you already. So I'm gonna stop it there, and if you wanna listen to the rest of the series that I am eventually going to do, all of the periodic elements, go and find that on my an imperfect reading playlist. I am going to get right on that. Un momento.